Hi, I'm back again. Today I'm going to replant this tree. Let me show you. This tree, it's called a soursop tree, right? That tree is called a soursop tree. And it's not, the leaves are not as lush as it was when I first got it. So that you know, when you have trees in pots, every now and then you have to replant them. You can replant them in the same pot by cutting some of the root system on the bottom, leave about an inch to an inch and a half root system on the tree, but you have to give it more nutrients. It gets nutrients from the soil, not only from your fertilizer that you're handing the tree, but it also gets nutrients from the soil. So in order for it to keep being nutritious and for it to really bear for you, you're going to have to replant it. And you might even have to self-pollinate it. So you can always find information on self-pollinating on this tree, which is also called the Anoma muricata. Muricata. It's also called, besides soursop, that is a scientific name for it. A lot of people know this tree is good for cancer, but it doesn't treat cancer by itself. And that's a big mistake a lot of people are not aware of. They think that just taking the soursop leaves and boiling it into a tea, that it will help them. Yes, it'll help a little, but you have to add another plant to it, which I have here in my garden growing, called guinea hen weed. I can't find it now, but I believe the bird came and picked off the leaves off of this. I guess when it found out it was sick and needed some of the leaves. But the guinea hen weed, I think I have another one over here. Let me see, hold on. Give me 1 second. Yeah, right here. Can I get it out? This guinea hen weed, right? Okay. This has to be repotted too. But the guinea hen weed, it grows when it's ready to when it throws off seeds, it has a long string that comes out the top with the seeds on it. It's like a vine that comes out the top with the seeds on it. The guinea hen weed is also, the scientific name is called Petivia, and then the other name is Alliaceae. I can't pronounce it, and that's why I'm spelling it. The common names for guinea hen weed is anumo, uh, opossum, guinea, and guinea hen, right? Those are the names for the guinea hen weed. And it has to be taken in junction with the soursop to kill the cancer, right? A lot of people are not aware of that. They just know that the soursop, which is good, soursop is really good for blood pressure too. So if you have any blood pressure issues, it's good for that. But I'm going to replant this plant because it needs nutrition. I'm going to put it in a bigger pot, even though I don't have to, but I want to, because I want it to really flourish, because I really want fruit from it, right? So we're going to go ahead and replant this plant now. I'm not the best cameraman, but we're going to take the tree out of this, which is in a small pot. We're going to use this bigger pot to plant the tree. Have a little water in here, so we're going to get rid of this water and replant the tree in this bigger pot, right? First, we're going to fill this pot up with dirt. Okay, so I have my mixture that I use, which is 60% potting soil and 40% peat moss. So this is a big pot, so I might just pour everything in there. Now I've never repotted this pot since I bought it, which is a big mistake. I should have repotted it the first time I got it. But I left it in the container that I bought it in. And that's a big no-no. You should always replant your pots in the soil that you want to plant it in, not in the soil that it comes in, because a lot of times the soil that it comes in is not that great, right? It's still soil nonetheless. You can still use it. But now I'm gonna try to get this out of this pot. So to get this out of this pot, I'm probably gonna have to roll it to soften it to get it out. Remember, I told you never pull on the plant. Try to soften up the plant. I could tell this plant is probably root bound. There it goes. There's the pot. See all the roots there? See there's very little dirt, mostly roots? We're going to clean this pot up and put it in its new home. These little plants on the side, I don't know what they are, but I'm taking them out. They are coming out in that pot. These little plants on the side, definitely. I'm going to cut the roots. It's in some sandy-like soil, which is good. Which is why it probably maintained. But we're going to loosen up the soil around it. Put it in some better soil. And, yeah, replant it. Soil is kind of stuck to the plant. Sorry for the noise, they're doing the lawn. So yeah, the plant is stuck to the soil, but you can slowly loosen it. Slowly loosen it. This wasn't as root bound as I thought it would have been. It still had the space, but it started to get too much. So yeah, it's best to repot it. So I'm trying to loosen up the dirt around the root system so I can put it in its new home. Okay, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You can, yeah, see? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and replant it. I'm going to give it a little haircut, so give me a second. Let me cut off some of these roots. Get my cutter. I should have had my gloves on, but I didn't. That's okay, I'll wash my hands when I'm done. I'm going to cut some of these root system. In a second. Let me lay it down and cut it. I'll probably cut it better this way. Yeah. Alright, I think I cut, yeah. So, I'll cut this one too. Yep. There you go. So I'm going to go ahead This base is really big because there's branches around there, so really thick base to keep the tree sturdy. We're going to go ahead and put it in this new home, which it'll love. I'm gonna get some peat moss, and I'm gonna reuse the soil that I took out of that pot, but I'm gonna add peat moss to it. So give me 1 second. Let me get the peat moss to add to this soil, so I can loosen up that soil a bit so it doesn't re-stick to the there. So let's go ahead and mix this in. And put it into the base of the plant. I don't know if you can see, but we're going to put it into the base of the plant to cover the plant up. Plant should be happy because now it's in a bigger pot, which I didn't have to. I could have just cut the root system and put more dirt and repot it in the same pot. You can do that if you don't want to go to a bigger pot, but you should always repot your plants to give it nutrients. Give it more nutrients, because what happens is it uses the nutrients in the soil. It's in a container, so it can't search for nutrients. So your best bet is to repot it when it's starting to look sad and you're watering it all the time, and you're just like, well, what's going on? It needs more nutrients. And there you go. So there it is, repotted. And within a couple days, I'm going to water it in. And within a couple days, you should see a whole bunch of leaves on this tree. I'm going to cut off the dry stems. And yeah, I'm going to prune the tree. So while you're go ahead and and the reason why you prune the tree is so that it can promote new branches, new leaves, new branches, right? So we're going to do that. Prune the tree. While you're repotting it, you might as well prune it. That would be the best thing for you to do. Right, there you go. You turn it around. What you do, just reprune and repot. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you.